So speaking of, it's funny we started talking about the Steelers, and then we started talking about Bond, and boom, here we go. Steelers found a way to win. Aaron Rodgers looked good, like we said in his first game back in New York. As far as with another team, I told you, Joe, he definitely stumped a few times as he walked out of there. They said he was clowning the fans as he was leaving. You know, he had some words. 4 TD passes to win 34-32. Come back, win over the Jets. Higher, lower, or the same with the Steelers?
I'm kind of the same. I know a lot of people are excited. He threw 4 touchdowns. The offense, well, Aaron Rodgers looked good. He made good decisions. First of all, one thing I was worried about was the offensive line. The offensive line did a poor job in the run game. Uh, Kenneth Gainwell and Jalen Warren. Jalen Warren had 11 carries for 37 yards. Kenneth Gainwell 7 carries for 19 yards. Jalen Warren 3.4 yards per carry, while Kenneth Gainwell 2.7 yards per carry. So the running game was terrible. It was terrible. Also, the offensive line passing was not good. They was not doing a good job protecting Aaron Rodgers, but they did a great job scheming up the game plan. Everything was quick. Like it got out of Rodgers' hands quick. Rodgers rolled out the pocket a few times, made some nice throws, and DK made some big catches, not big catches, made some big plays with his legs. He did catch that one catch that was tipped and he caught it, whatever. And the turnover they had on special teams helped them out a lot. But the defense, obviously, it didn't look too good. But I'm not worried about the defense. I think it will get better as the season goes. Jalen Ramsey, they made it play when it needed to be at the end of the game. Jalen Ramsey got that tackle. So I'm feeling the same about the Steelers.
I'm with you on that one. Again, the expectations again were more so on Aaron Rodgers, and it goes back to what we were saying when he was with the Jets. It's like, how will he perform? Coming out and completing one game, again, it's just like, hey, he did his thing. We also seen him a little bit last year with the Jets. It was an up and down roller coaster of a ride, and we already know with the Steelers, it's always an up and down roller coaster of a season. Most people say after Tomlin gets 9 wins, he go on cruise control, or after 8 wins, he go on cruise control. And it's just funny, the situation and narratives in football sometimes stay the same and they just compile on top of it. And what you said about the Ravens, it's funny. You could literally take the name off the jersey, take the logo off, and you would probably say the same thing about the Steelers. I know some Ravens fans are gonna be like, don't you ever disrespect us like that. But again, it comes down to, will this be another season where if you get the same result, what are you going to do with the coach? Because if they get the same result by bringing in all these weapons, and Bond said it every day, and he says it more. He said it today in the chat. I love my new GM. You're bringing in all this. You bringing in all this talent. You got rid of Pickens again for some picks, and you brought in Metcalf. You want to see some change. If you see the
Mm-hmm.
same result, what is next? So that's why it's the same with me. Again, we could be on the hype train with week one and say, oh, the Steelers, they're going to make a run for the division. And because the Ravens lost, we could say, man, the Ravens might finish fourth in the division. We don't know. The trains may collide, and then we may see them facing off again in the middle of the season at some point for who going to have that number one spot, because the Bengals did win week 1 too. So it's the same with me. I got to see more from the Steelers before I can say, okay, I'm higher on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So good win. Like you don't see the Steelers win like that, especially against the Jets, where Aaron Glenn is the head coach. They know him. They got good defensive players over there, and they put up a lot of points. So shout out to them. And they, like you said, like what's the theme of today? Good teams find a way to win. That's why having bad teams find a way to lose. I mean,
And,
they end up kicking a 60-yard field goal for the win. That's crazy.
and then they
And the
got,
Jets fumbled.
see, but Justin Fields, I
He
ain't gonna say
played
too
good.
much. He was making some plays out there.
Played
Also, the
good.
Steelers went out and signed. I think they got Jabril Peppers. They signed him
Mm.
today, so that's another acquisition. That's what I'm saying. They add more pieces, and I heard they in the talks for Hill. So if they go get all
Mm.
this, Vaughn, Tyreek Hill.
Oh.
They saying a lot of people saying the Dolphins start losing, and then you seen the news come out with Tyreek again, the whole nonsense. So I think Miami may just try to get rid of him that way. But if the Steelers go get him, along with all the other pieces they added, the question gonna have to be out there. Hey, I win 9 games. Mike T, what's going on? Next
Yeah,
week,
man.
next week they're at home. They got the Seahawks. They got Seattle. So we'll see.
They got a nice schedule. They play a lot of young quarterbacks so the defense. Good.
Seattle, New England, Minnesota, Cleveland. That's a good run.
Yeah, that Minnesota game is a 9 o'clock game, right? It's in
Yeah, it's in
different state,
London.
different country.
Yeah, ooh, that's a good run.
Yeah, I've seen Miami. We got Miami in Spain. Maybe they implode by then.
Miami.
We got them in
I don't
Spain.
know. I don't know. Tua, they asking Tua about his turnovers.
Man, Tua looked terrible. So Tyreek Hill had every reason to be mad. Man,
Okay, come on.
the Browns are not about to give up Denzel Ward. But they're not speaking. You never know. How would he be thieving people? Yeah. But Myles Garrett be sick though. They give up Denzel Ward.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna finish I'm gonna finish what I got to say for my last words about
Yeah,
that
this
whole situation. Let's get to our
is the
last
last
word,
words.
man.
All right, my last words, man. Shout out to the whole Oxford Network. Shout out to the whole